Hey everyone, Todd here, internalarchitect.com, and today I wanted to do a quick update. My next CT scan is in less than 2 weeks. As of today, I think it's in 11 days, and it's safe to say that things are pretty stressful. My anxiety is running high as well, and yeah, just kind of all of the above. For those of you that don't know, I've been through 2 bouts of Hodgkin's lymphoma, 2 stem cell transplants, 1 auto and 1 allogenic. And today is day 275 since my allogenic transplant, end of October in 2020. So far, things are physically, I feel, are doing pretty good. Had a little bit of a setback once I came back from going to see my family in Florida, coming back up to elevation, and just having a hard time breathing, reacclimating. Even though I was in Florida for about 10 days, and this was in June, beginning of June, I've just been struggling to try to get back to where I was before I went down there. Kind of my way of figuring out where I'm at physically and everything is through mountain biking and just outdoor activities. And it's been difficult, and there's been a couple interesting things that have been happening as well. I believe a lot of this has to do with the stress that I am feeling right now. Part of it is just I haven't worked since April of last year, because as soon as I was furloughed, after my time with unemployment was done, I went into my conditioning treatment for the preparation of my transplant. And that was, from there was no way I could work. It was just too intensive at that point. So I just I haven't worked since April. You know, when you haven't worked in a long time, that adds stress. I was approved for disability, and I did get my first check, but this is the letter that they sent, and they say that I owe them $16,000. So that adds another bit of stress to it as well, considering I was expecting a chunk of money while I was waiting for everything to get approved and whatnot. So that's been another part, is just dealing with Social Security and Medicare. It's just straight up a pain in the ass. That's the best way to put it. Yeah, that's kind of it, you know. And then the anxiety of the scan that's coming up and getting the results, that really adds to it. So just the financial stress that comes along with everything after cancer, to the anxiety of what the results of the scan are going to be. Like, it's not the best place to be feeling wise when you are trying to work your way through all the cancer stuff. So, you know, I'm just working the best that I can with the tools that I have while I can have this free time. So that's kind of it. I have been getting out on the bike a fair amount, as that's been the best way for me to kind of deal with the stress and the anxiety, which has been really good. But unfortunately, those are the things that happen. Just having had the results in my history from CT scans not always going as well is usually the reason why my anxiety gets really, really high during scan time. I've talked about this in some of my earlier videos, and I'll put a link up here to the last one that I had and let you kind of take a look at that. But otherwise, it's I don't know, I'm just, you know, they say about getting back to normal. Well, there's not really a normal that comes along with post-cancer life. Really, everything changes, and you know, I do my best to be as forgiving as I can with all those around me. It's just sometimes it's really hard, and I know sometimes I come across as an a-hole essentially, and it's not intentional. It just there's just a lot going on. So yeah, hit me in the description if you know what I'm talking about, if you feel the same way, because it definitely can be a challenge as you are working through just life post-cancer, and then throw on top of it life post the virus as well. So cancer and the virus, those are the two. That was the weight that I had on my shoulders, and it's slowly coming off. But you know, this next scan is going to be really important. It's almost like, you know, not quite 10 months, but you know, 9.5 months after transplant. So this is a pretty big one coming up, just to get a little bit of insight into how it's doing. Again, I feel pretty good. I am having ghost pains on things and parts of my body, so that always is a little bit of a mind screw, and if you know what I mean. And I am slowly gaining my endurance back from before going to Florida. Yeah, I'm about 11 days away from having my scan and having those results, so nerves are high. I think you could probably tell how I'm rambling right now. It's just kind of how it goes. But if you have any comments or questions, obviously hit me in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you are also feeling kind of the same way, if you can relate as well, because this is definitely this is the part of cancer that is just adds to the list of things that I hope none of you ever have to experience. And I appreciate your time and energy into watching the videos, and I'll see you on the next video.